have been around the world and back again. It's been totally wild. It's been amazing. It's been an absolute blast. And so I want to share some of my travels with you guys and get to cut to the chase and get to the good stuff, which is like, how could I travel the world and actually make money? And better yet, how can you do the same thing? Let me just share with you where I have been. My journey started like 10 days ago. Started off in Florida. I was down there for an event, spent some time in a beautiful resort out in Sanibel. I don't know if you know that area, but it's gorgeous. You got to put it on your bucket list. It's really, really beautiful. So from there, I got the surprise announcement that my husband is going to whisk me away, and we've been traveling literally for the past week overseas. And this was really my first time going all the way around the globe. We started off in Dubai. Dubai has been one of the places I always wanted to go to. I don't know about you. Have you ever had an interest in Dubai? Did it ever kind of like, I don't know, pique your curiosity, shall we say? What was in Dubai? Well, first of all, Dubai started off as literally a figment of somebody's imagination. I saw a picture of Dubai back in 1990 and it was like desert. It was nothing. If you don't know that area, it's kind of it's off of the corner of the Persian state, so like Saudi Arabia over in there, but it's right on the water. And they completely built it out. They actually have part of their island actually looks like a palm tree. Totally cool if you've ever seen it from pictures or anything like that. So there was that. There was the Atlantis Hotel, which is like everybody who goes to stay at the Atlantis Hotel. Very, very spendy if you want to stay there. What else was there? There was this super tall tower. It's like the tallest tower in the world. It's called Burj Khalifa, I believe. Totally wild. Dubai is a place of extravagance, okay? I mean, people come from all over the world and they all have got money, a lot of money. So it's a very unique experience, but it's also very, very cultured. So the women are typically, covered from their wrist all the way up, and some of them are fully covered. So it's very, very cultured. There's a lot of different people that come from all over the world to visit. So that was our first stop. Then from there, we went to our next wild and crazy adventure. We went to Thailand, okay? Now, Thailand is completely opposite of Dubai, okay? Dubai is like very prim, very proper. Everybody comes with their money and they have their Rolls Royces and everything like that. That's all fine and dandy. But you go to Thailand, anything goes in Thailand. Thailand is a place where like the world never sleeps. Literally, they don't even open up some of these shops until like 6 o'clock at night, and they go until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. There's stuff going on. There's a hustle. There's a bustle. Completely opposite of Dubai. Just very cool, very down to earth. So we saw the riches and the extravagance, but then we also saw kind of more of the people that are out there making things happen for them and their family. And also what was really, really cool is because we've been so blessed, we were able to be a blessing. And there were some people there that it is in a developing part of the world, and so it's not the wealthiest country. And so, there's some people there that were in need, and to be able to see that and do something about it, was very, very exciting, very, very encouraging. Then our last stop was Turkey. We went to Istanbul, Turkey. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. So this was super unique, okay? So Turkey is a part of the world that has been around for very, very, very long time. Like I live, being in the United States, our culture only goes back a couple hundred years. But when you get around places that have been there like thousands of years, it's totally wild. We got to see some of the very cool monuments and different things like that. One of them, I'm trying to remember the name of this tower. It was called, okay, here's what it is. It's Obelisk of Theodorus, something like that. I had to write it down. Anyways, this was around from 15th century BC. 15th century BC. Can you imagine something be around before Christ walked the earth? I mean, that totally, totally wild. So those were some of my journeys, some of my adventures. But this is not really about me. This is about how you can live your dreams and do whatever it is that you want. You can call the shots for you and your family, whether it is traveling or whether it's staying home, whether it's, jet setting around the globe, or whether it's, being able to pick your kids up from school, or, going to the soccer games with them, or things like that. And so what is the answer and how can you do this? Got 2 words for you. Residual income, my friend. We are actually able to make money in our travels. We have 3 different businesses that bring us residual income. And one of them, my favorite one, the one that we have the most fun with, is in network marketing. Now, you can do all different types of things to create residual income, but I had the epiphany. I think I was turning like 28 or 29 years old, and I said, you know what? The whole concept of working and then getting paid, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. But I remember, kind of getting that first residual income check and thinking like, shoot, I've not done anything for this money in like many months. And the money keeps on coming in. And that is how you're able to do whatever it is that you want. Really kind of make your life by design instead of by the demands of what your wallet is telling you need to do or not do, right? And so we're going to talk about how you can create a residual income for you and your family, whatever your vehicle is, so that you can do the things that you really want to do. Okay, so I got a couple things. I have some notes written down for you. So the first thing is you have got to have intense focus. Okay, intense focus is the name of the game. Most of the time we see people who have been out there and they're living their life and they finally arrive and we think it's an overnight success. Let me tell you, my friends, it is not an overnight success, because it's so true. So in my journey, because I recently bought a home, we're moving, we're packing, we're unpacking, all of that kind of jazz. So you know what I kept finding? 3x5 cards. And any guesses of what was on those 3x5 cards? If you have a guess, drop a note in the comment section. But I'm going to tell you what I found. My goals. I found goals from 2012. I found goals from 2003. I found goals from like all these different years. And I would have like multiple 3x5 cards everywhere. And what was crazy is, okay, so here we are, this is 2017. I found a goal card that was dated. Hey, if you ever write your goal cards, date them, okay? Because when you look back on them, it's gonna bless your heart like you wouldn't believe. So I found this goal card. It's from 2012. That's not that long ago. And my goal on the goal card was $5,000 a month residual income. Guys, you know what's crazy? Not only did we do that a long time ago, but we've helped so many of our friends get to $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 or just crazy money. I mean, we won't even go up after that, but like residual income. So many of our friends have now been able to do it because, first of all, it came, we had to have the vision, we had to have the belief, we had to have this intense focus that we could someday get there. I remember thinking like, man, if I could just have $5,000 a month. I think I was probably living on maybe like $2,500, $3,000. So $5,000 was like more than I needed, right? I'm like, if I could get $5,000 a month residual income, we could do whatever we wanted. Like we could really, it would be like game on. So it starts with an intense focus. What is it that you want? What's in you that's worth fighting for? What do you have, a dream and a desire and something that you're willing to go for? Because it's going to take that intense focus for you to be able to get out there and get it done. So that is my first thought for you. The second thing that we're going to talk about is discipline. Discipline is like a 4-letter word, right? In America, we think of it as something that's bad. Discipline can be the most rewarding thing. You can have in your life, I'm sure you maybe have heard this saying, the pain of discipline, right? Like, you don't want to get up in the morning and get up early and put on your gym shoes and go walk around the block. The pain of discipline. Or the pain of regret. You're like, okay, I know I'm going to my high school reunion and the jeans do not fit. That's the pain of regret, okay? So what does that look like in our business? The pain of discipline is saying, hey, you know what? For me to get it done, for me to get to the finish line, I want to achieve this kind of income. And for me to achieve this kind of income, let's work backwards. I need a team of this much and this type of residual income, and I need to prospect this many people, and I need to talk to so many people to get this many appointments, right? That's working backwards. So what's the pain of discipline? The pain of discipline is, hey, how many people are you going to contact every day to grow your business? Like, let's just put on our traditional business owner hat for a moment. All right, so let's say you had a hair salon, chiropractic office, dental office, dry cleaning business. You pick, okay? You decide. let's say you had some type of traditional business and you're open for business. You probably put a lot of money to get your practice set up or get your shop or get whatever, right? Would you ever let one day go by without talking to prospects about what you have? No. We would not, right? Because if we did, we would no longer be in business. But the thing about network marketing is that if we let a day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, we can let all the time in the world go by and not talk to them about our business. And there's not huge repercussions other than we don't get to our goals as fast as we want. But the flip side of that is if you do the pain of discipline, then you can jet set around the world. You can do what you want to do. You can pick your kids up from school. You can go travel to the exotic beaches or go skiing in the mountains. Whatever is your thing, you have the options to do what it is you want. So that is the reward for the pain of discipline. Now, the pain of regret, well, we don't have those things, right? We get to continue to live our life day in and day out and kind of have the same old thing. And if the same old thing is great, then awesome. But if the same old thing is not what you want more of, then we want to do the deed that gets it done. So here's the answer. Basically, you want to make sure that your discipline matches your dreams. If your dreams are like humongous and you're like, oh, I want to go for the moon, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be so awesome, but your discipline's like, piquito, right? Very small, not very big, then we're not going to get that. We're not going to get to what it takes to get it done, right? So having discipline in your life is super essential. So that is number 2. All right. The last thing we're going to talk about is committing to always getting better. Sometimes people may say to you, I've known you since high school, or I've known you since 5 years ago, or I've known you for a while, and you're not the same person you used to be. Amen. Glory. Hallelujah. That is a good thing. Like, you do not want to be the same person you were a year ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago or in high school, for goodness sakes, right? There are some people, the average American does not read after they leave high school. They do not do anything to grow or expand their mind. They don't do anything to get better. And here's one of the things that I think has been so very important for us. Years ago, when we first ventured into this wonderful profession we call network marketing, we were in a company called, starts with an A. Any guesses? It was called Amway, okay? And Amway has a name for itself in our profession. For us, it was the best thing because it taught us the discipline of personal development. When I first came into this, I was a 18-year-old hairdresser with bright pink hair, facial piercings. I looked like this super wild chick. And my husband was a metal grinder who, of course, we had to do his hair up too. So he had like blue spikes and, again, facial piercings and all kind of crazy stuff. And through learning personal development, we were able to transform from, making what we would make all year long into like a monthly income, And that is a beautiful thing, but it wouldn't have happened unless we changed our thinking. If we didn't think it was possible, if we didn't think like, oh my gosh, there's no way. Like there's some people who think, hey, there's no way you can make 100,000 a year or $1 million a year or 10 million a year or $1 billion a year or whatever is your glass ceiling. It's all possible for those who believe, right? You have to believe. And how are you going to believe? Well, faith without works is dead, right? So we got to do something, but we have to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. Like if we don't do anything to grow up here, we can't go further in life, because if you don't see yourself as somebody that makes 6 figures or 7 figures or whatever it is you want, if your identity that you see and you believe in your heart, that is who you are, if it doesn't match your income, you might jump ahead for a season, you might jump ahead for a minute, you might move ahead for a moment in time, but something inside you will pull you back because it doesn't line up with who you believe you are. So we have to help change the caliber of our thinking. The economy that's out there, I believe you can make your own economy. If you believe you can make your own economy, then you truly can, right? Then we have to put our action and get out there and do the deed that gets done to make those things a reality. But personal growth, personal development is essential for you to get to the next level in what you want to do. And so those are my thoughts for you. Now, one thing this is the icing on the cake. You guys ready for the icing? If you are, say yes. Give me the icing on the cake. All right, so here's the icing on the cake. For years, I was raised with the very, very traditional way of doing business in our profession, in network marketing, which is driving the miles, making the calls, getting into the streets and making it happen. And while that is completely 100% a way that you can build a business like what we do, there's also additional ways where like literally you don't have to leave home. Like you can literally work from home. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about using social media. Social media is the biggest gift that you have in your hands if you choose to use it. It can work for your benefit, or it can hold you back because we spend a lot of time on there doing things that are non-income producing. So if you would like to learn how to use social media for your benefit, to grow your team so that literally you could be in any country, anywhere in the world, or somewhere local, or in your backyard, enjoying your own pool, watching your kids go swimming, whatever it is, if you would like to call the shots on your own life, then learning to master that is just like, it's a no-brainer. Like, it would be very, very helpful. So how can you learn how to master it? Well, I have something that will help you kind of lay the foundation and give you some of the basic skills and understanding for how to master this whole beastly thing we call social media. If you click on the link that's listed here in the description, it is going to give you that foundational piece. It's a special bonus training. Click on that, you put in your email, it will be sent directly to you, and that is my free gift to you. So guys, that is it. It's been so great to spend time with you. So my friends, if this was something that added some value to you, feel free to pass it on. You can share the love with your team. Let them know what is possible, because sometimes people don't even know that they can do it. Like, hey, you can take off for 10 days and come back and have your bank account be bigger. Like, novel concept, right? So if that's something new, or you like to expose it to them, you like to see, hey, guys, this is what Summer and Juan did. If they can do it, we can do it. Why not go live the dream? Why not go make your dreams become a reality? If not now, when? If not you, then who? You can surely do this. This business is no respecter of persons. Get out there, get it done, go build your business, build it big, build it strong, and go do the things that God has put in your heart to do, because there's only one person on earth that can do those things, and that is you, my friend. But God is waiting for you to step up to the plate and do the things that you've been called to do here on this earth. So that is it for tonight, my friends. Take care, be blessed, and I will see y'all next time.
For more great training and to receive your free MP3 download on how to attract prospects using social media, the 4 essential elements to attracting prospects, visit summergeronimo.com.